Stephanie Denman from the Denman Homestead. Today I am not in the barn. I'm not really in the garden either. I'm spending some time out at the chicken coop. Behind me I have a new to me shell of a run. Bree is redoing her chicken coop, and so she asked me if I wanted this frame to extend my existing chicken run. And I said, sure, absolutely. I would love to extend it and maybe get more chickens one day. Who knows? Anyway, so I took this from her, but it didn't have any of the chicken wire on it or a door. It's just the frame. She took everything else off and tossed it. So I've got new chicken wire down here. And I'm gonna just go at it, trying to cover this chicken run. And then I'm gonna do my best at making a door here. So we will see how that works out. And I'm really excited to let my chickens have a little bit more fresh grass. They are getting to a stage now where I can probably let them out a little bit more. Right now I do have my mama and her 4 babies are out. They're free ranging while I'm out here. I'm not too worried about them destroying my garden so much. And the reason why my chickens are cooped up in their coop or their run right now is because I'm letting my garden get a little more established so they don't come and peck and get all my tomatoes before I can get them. So probably another week or so before they can come out and just truly free range, and I don't have to worry so much about them getting all of my baby plants, because they are now starting to take off and produce. I even have some zucchini and squash growing already, so that's pretty exciting. But today we're focus on the chicken run. So let's do that. I hate chicken wire. I hate working with chicken wire. It's so cumbersome, but we're gonna get through it. We're gonna power through. Fun fact, did you know that Home Depot sells zip ties in 1,000 pack? 1,000 pack. That's a crazy amount of zip ties. Although we do go through a ton of zip ties. So I'm gonna zip tie this fencing to the frame. That's what I'm gonna do. Those zip ties are UV resistant and flexible, so they should stand up to the elements. Oh, hey. Okay, update. Okay, thank you. We know the sun is up. So, I have one bottom side done of the chicken wire over here. And I was like, I'm gonna take a break, because I'm about to come this way with the chicken wire and wrap it around. But before I do that, I need to place my door. Now, I have had this door for years and years and years, probably well over 10 years. It's been on other chicken coops, it's been in my house as a decoration, and now I'm putting it back on a chicken coop. I'll probably paint it, because right now it's yellow. My house used to be yellow before we painted it white, so it was matching the color scheme, but I'm gonna paint this white eventually. So this is the door I'm gonna use on this side of the coop. There is a door in the middle that we're gonna leave in place just in case we need to section off or quarantine or later down the line the chickens. But I need to frame out this doorway for this door. That way I know where to stop with the wire. I dug a hole. I'm gonna put a stick in it. No, I'm just kidding. I hole dug this a couple feet in the ground, and I just put that post in there, and I'm gonna come back later and cut the top of it off so it's even. But I'm going to put a little bit of concrete in the bottom of this to keep it steady in the ground. And we'll cover it back up. I'm going to do 3 more holes. One on this side, one on the corner here, one on the corner here, because I'm going to make an H brace for this side. It's important when you have gates, doors, that you have some sort of bracing. You just don't have 2 posts in the ground because it can become wobbly and over time just real not sturdy in the ground. So we're going to brace it with an H brace on each side of the door and make it pretty secure. And pray that we don't have to move this chicken coop anytime soon. I also failed to remember that right around this area, right here, see this area? How it's kind of a bare spot? That used to be a tree. So digging through this ground is going to be a challenge. I've hit a little bit of wood already in that hole, so I don't know how deep I'm gonna get over here. I'm gonna try. I do have a 1-man auger. Normally Buddy uses it because it's pretty heavy. So I may have to wait for him if this ground decides it's gonna not allow me to dig with the post hole diggers. Might be able to get a little bit in the ground with that. Not too concerned about this corner though, because this corner will not be holding the gate up. It will just be the side that the gate latches to. So not super concerned about that side. More concerned about this side of the gate where the gate's gonna be hinged and kind of pulling on it in a way. So this side should be fine. Well, I have an embarrassing story. We have a few bags of concrete in our garage that we've collected over time and used half a bag here, quarter bag there. And I saw these little bags and I was like, oh, I definitely need these little bags because the big bags are crazy heavy. Why is concrete so heavy? I don't know. Picked up these little bags and I started pouring some in the hole. The bags are not marked because it looks like we've had them for a long time. So that's what they look like. They look like concrete bags. But I got to pouring and I was like, this is not concrete. And a tiny little piece of this paper was still attached. It's grout. It's grout from when we built our house 12 years ago. So there's a little bit of grout in that hole, but good news, I have more concrete, actual concrete, that I'm gonna add to it. Who knows, maybe I invented something. We're just gonna go with it. Concrete mix. Okay, 2 pulls in, and I'm tired. It's too bad Kim's not home today. It'd be fun to prank her. Laying out in the grass. Alright, I've got to get back to it. So I'm definitely gonna need an auger for this ground because it's too hard, and I don't even know if the auger is gonna get to it because I honestly think that's probably where the tree was. It feels like it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and pick back up on the chicken wire, start on that end and come down here, and then figure out what I'm gonna do from there. That's what we're gonna do. Well, normally Buddy does this part, but I'm gonna try it on my own. We'll see. Got it, you even. As I kind of suspected, the roots are a little much. So, I don't know. I might have to take an axe to the ground or something. I'll have to figure it out. Because it's hot and I have to wait for Buddy to help me. I know I say that and then I do it all on my own. Makes me feel better to be like, well, maybe give myself a break and I sit for a little bit. I'm like, yeah, I'll ask Buddy for help, and then I'm just like, get a second wind, third wind, tackle it. But this is hard. This one's hard. All right, so we've done a few things since the other day, and I was struggling really bad with the bottom, getting the ground to dig down because of the tree that was once here. So I just told Buddy, I said, I can't even think anymore of a solution, and he took care of it. Really smart idea, but basically he just laid a landscape timber down and then put the H-post on top of the landscape timber, and then we're gonna come in and drive down some rebar and hold in, hopefully drive down rebar, hold in that better to the ground. But honestly, all we need this side for is the latch. So the majority of the weight that's holding up the door is on this side, which is 2 feet down in the ground on both sides. So that is perfect. It worked out. So he remedied my problem, and now we have a door up. I have wrapped the chicken wire around. I ran out of staples late last night to staple it, so I'm gonna get more staples and start stapling the rest of the chicken wire to this frame. And today I want to try to let the little babies out in this area and let them be free for a little bit together. I'm gonna combine both little coops because one coop has 4 chicks and the other coop has the bannies in it. So I'm gonna combine them both. It's gonna be the first time they get to meet in a new play space. So we're gonna do that, and I'm gonna continue to work on this chicken run today because the next 2 days we're supposed to get rain. So I'd like to get this taken care of and done today if possible. So that's the plan. That's what we're gonna do.
All right. You did it, babe.
I did it. All today. All day today. I finished the mesh, finished the wire, the top, put a tarp on it. Although the new tarp is a lot more white than our old tarp, and it's driving me nuts.
There's a color difference. I don't know how well you can tell on camera, but the new one is a lot brighter. I told Steph I thought that the other one was the same brightness when we first put it up. So maybe it'll, over time, become the same color.
Maybe.
But we should show, Steph did some engineering. We need to show it.
And you want to know why?
Because you locked yourself in.
I've locked myself in before.
My mom's locked herself in.
Your mom before. Yep. Jamie's locked herself in some things before. So I have made sure
the greenhouse.
that I will not be locked in this chicken coop, because I've definitely done that, and it is scary.
Yeah, so let's see what this looks like.
Don't laugh.
So when you go in, you will notice there is a tripwire.
Yeah, no big deal. But let's just say you're in here and you pull this closed behind you.
I'll go in so I can see it. Okay, pull it closed behind you.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
You're locked out.
Oh no.
Wait.
What is this?
Wait, what is it? It's a nut on a string?
Yeah, but you can't pull it out.
Okay.
But you can pull it down.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Wow. Genius.
Yep.
Genius.
Never locked in again.
Okay, well, that was pretty awesome. Here's all the baby chickens together. And they are just kind of hanging out. We don't know if they will know how to go back inside yet, though. So we'll come out here when it starts to get dark and make sure they realize that that is a ramp to go back home. And
currently separated from the big chicks.
Yeah.
So they can get used to being...
You get used to being next to them until they can hold their own.
And I decided to go ahead and keep this plum tree inside of the fencing, and I'll tell you why. Because I was able to feed some of these branches through the holes, and I'm just gonna see if they'll make their own way out. Earlier our cat was climbing on the roof, and I just don't even want to introduce any open space that anything could plop down in here and grab a chick. So
it's gonna get sun and rain and chicken poop, so it'll have everything it needs.
Bees can make their way in here, and so, you know, worst case scenario, this plum tree stays a 7-foot tall plum tree. I don't know. Or
maybe as it grows and it starts to push out, it might be, we might be able to make it towards more sealed around it, but right now it's just still kind of small.
Yeah. So it's staying inside for now.
Yeah. I think it'll be okay.
Yeah. Look. I thought he was going to go up. He was on the ramp. I've named that chicken.
Which one?
The white one.
Oh, yeah.
I'll get her.
Steph named our white chicken. The little fluffy one. Which I think it's an appropriate name.
This is Beaker.
Beaker.
This is Beaker. Say hello, Beaker.
What does Beaker be like? Meh, meh, or something like that?
Meep, meep, or something.
Meep, meep.
Yeah. Do y'all remember Beaker from the Muppets? This is Beaker. Anyway, so yeah, I've had a long day. It's outside. It's like 110% humidity today. It feels like you're walking through invisible quicksand. It's just. Yeah. You're loving on her?
I just didn't want her to poop on you since you're about to leave.
Yeah. Connor and I are about to head out. We've got a mother-son dance. So we're going to go do that tonight. And Buddy will be home with the chickens.
I'll be home with the chickens.
With Beaker.
Yep, hanging out with Beaker.
Yeah.
Me and Beaker. Meep, meep.
Alright guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hope you enjoyed this one, and we will catch you on the next one.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Say bye, Beaker.
Bye, everyone. Bye. His head doesn't move. His head just like stays when I try and turn it.
Go up and down with him. Oh my gosh.
Bye.
Bye.
On the Denman homestead, where the sun sets golden in the west, we live in harmony with nature, doing what we love best. From the garden to the kitchen, and the bees inside their hive. On the Denman homestead, come along and plant, nourish, thrive.